Hi, Stephen here, Mobile Merchandisers, introducing our new Q-line. I'm going to show you the components and how easy it is to put together. So first, let's get started. We're always going to start with the main grid panel. Now, why is this a main grid panel? Well, it's got tube steel on both sides with slotted attachments. We're going to get into that in a moment. Now, something to notice is that what defines the top from the bottom is that this insert slot is real close to the top, whereas the bottom, it's further apart. Another way to tell is that the horizontal wires are a little closer together up top than they are at the bottom. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this grid panel, mount two bases to it so it can stand on its own. So flipping it upside down, first we're going to notice that I have threaded inserts in the bottoms of both of these tubes. So I'm going to take my base and a bolt. We're going to get this mounted. Now, on my bolt assembly, I've got a lock washer and a flat washer. And then on the base, we have a triangle flange on both sides. We want this flange to be to the inside. And we're going to line up the mounting holes, take the bolt, hand tighten, Allen wrench, and we're good to go. Let's do that one more time. Same thing, triangles, we're going to put to the inside of the grid. We're going to line up those mounting holes. Another bolt assembly. Hand tighten with the Allen wrench. Okay, main grid is ready to go. So we're just going to stand that up right there. Now we can get started building the rest of the Q-line. Now I'm going to introduce a grid wing. Now, a grid wing is the same to the main, except it doesn't have the tube steel on this side. Now, I've already mounted my base, and what I want you to see is that we've got 3 hooks, and those are going to go into the slots that we have here. Now, because of the rigidity of this system, it takes a little bit of finesse to get it together. I recommend that you take the bottom hook, line that up first, and start to work that in, and then you're going to get the tops in, and then it clicks down into place. Now, let's grab another one. Same thing, taking a grid panel. I already have my base attached, but instead of going straight, I've decided I'm going to do a 90-degree here. Now, something to note is that each one of these connection corners, you can go one of 3 directions. You can go straight forward, or to the left, or to the right, or you can actually go all 3. It allows you that versatility. Now, same thing with the finesse. You want to line up that bottom hook, and you got to work it in there a little bit. Then you line up the tops, and then click down. Okay, this is as far as we're going to go with this, and this is the grid panels. Okay, so now let's introduce the rest of the accessories. First, 36-inch shelf. We've got fold-up sides so it ships easily. Basically, you took that up. Now, we're going to notice that it's got a connecting point, so the shelf is actually going to mount flat, or it can also mount angled. So we're going to take this 3-footer and we're going to mount it on any level we want to here. And it goes on just like that. Now, at this corner situation, before we come to here, we now have a 24-inch section, and we have a shelf to answer that as well. Pretty much exactly the same shelf, but 24 inches, fold up sides. So now we're going to be able to fill in this corner and basically just match here and here. And now we can fill in that product angle. Okay, next. This one's a little bit different. Folds up flat so that we can ship it, but it's actually a 2-tier shelf. Now to put it together, it comes up like this, and then we're going to snap the sides in. Again, it takes a little finesse because you got to get it connected. And to here, when you put it together, there's our shelf. Now we can take that, and it mounts simply like that. Another accessory. Here we have a top mount bowl. Now the way that that mounts, I'm going to come around to the back side here, is we have this little ring piece. There's a wire ring in the top of that. I want to put that down here first because that's going to stabilize the bowl itself. And then I'm going to take the bowl, and I have a bolt and a flat washer. I'm going to line up the mounting holes here, put my flat washer in, and my bolt. There's a threaded hole up here, and this is just going to mount right straight down. I can take my Allen wrench, Now we have a top mount bowl. Here's another accessory. We've got a sign frame, so if somebody's entering into here, same situation, we just top thread right here. Now there's two nuts on here so we can do a lock so we can get the sign to position where we want it to and get it to lock in. So again, we're just going to thread down, find the position we want, take the first nut and lock it in place, take the second one and lock that in place, and now that's rigid and good to go. We have one more accessory. This is called an end grid. Kind of the same situation, but it's 24 inches. And what it does is it actually mounts to the end surface here to give us another opportunity for being able to do hooks or shelves or whatever you want to do on that. Now it has the same mounting hook situation that our wing grids did when we were mounting to the main. So it will actually go into these grooves the same as before, lining up those holes and pushing down, and now we've got that situation. So this is kind of the beginning part of the Q line. Now please remember that you can take any of these components, specifically the grid panels, and we can just keep on growing and make the biggest Q line that we need to.